What's up YouTube? It's baby girl 91580 with another Yonder the Cloudcatcher Chronicles video. In this video we're going to be finding all of the sprite locations. Your first sprite you will find here in the cave. You have to unlock this sprite in order to leave. So this is one of the sprites that I consider like story driven. So you're not going to miss this one. You have to get it, okay? So we're gonna unlock Lumi, but you will not be able to leave this cave without him. So you need him. So that's why I'm showing this in the video. Some of these sprites you have to unlock in order to move forward in the story. So you cannot miss this guy, Lumi. He's your first one that you're gonna be picking up. So after you pick up Bloomy, you'll be able to leave the cave. Now our next one is Lock. You will be able to find Lock on the docks here located on the map. He's going to be inside of a boat. Our next sprite location will be Grumble. Grumble is going to be located in the farm, the first farm that we unlock, and you cannot miss this guy. He is very obvious, you can't miss him. I like to go sprite searching at night just because of the contrast. It's so bright you cannot miss them and you can see them from a distance. Our next one is Curio. We're over by the pond where you get your fishing pole for the first time. Now if you go above the lake and take this route above, you cannot miss Curio. And the things that require that you need to actually unlock Curio are in the area, so I didn't film where I picked everything up. The things that you need are in the area, so they're easily obtained. We're gonna head off to the the tailor, or the area where you do all the clothing and stuff. And when you first enter the city, there is going to be a sprite right on the bridge. You cannot miss it. If you're looking at night, they're easy to find. So we just done like Crescent. Now after Crescent, Bolt is located right behind Crescent. All you do is turn around, leave off of the bridge, and go down the street. You'll find Bolt in a clothing rack or a cloth rack. You can see the fabrics. Now, after Bolt, we're going to be finding Whiffy. I think that's how you pronounce it, Whiffy. And I put this part right here on the map to show you where I am. Whiffy requires you to bring him back flowers in order to, make the area smell good. And this is where you find the flower on the map. So after you collect the flowers, where we were on the map. We're going to head back to Whiffy, which is like in the swamp area, and we're going to unlock Whiffy. This clip is a little long, but again, I wanted to show on the map where you can find the things that you have to pick up for this sprite. So just bear with us. Our next sprite that we will be looking for is Kit. Okay, Kit is located up here on the map. You have to turn these stone doggies to face the center, and Kit will unlock. You have to make them face each other. That's what I think. Okay, now this next sprite is located right above Kit. We're at Kit right now, but this next sprite that we're about to go to is located. It's located right above him. So it's a very difficult, weird sprite. If you ask me, because he does not always spawn. A lot of people on the internet have been saying that he has not been spawning for them. So I read that this sprite only comes out on the first day of summer or in the last day of summer at midnight. So if you look at my days, my thumbnail is covering it, but you see what day we are in, and this sprite still spawned for me. So the key is to get him at midnight at night. And in this video, I have actual footage of him showing up. So I don't think that this guy spawns on the first day because we are in the first day, but again, this is a time sensitive sprite. Gable was probably the trickiest one because he will not show up until midnight. So be on top of the lumber mill at midnight, just to be safe the first day of the season, of summer season at midnight, and he should spawn. The next one is Smudge. Smudge. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but Smudge is located. I'm going to actually show you where he is on the map once I get there. And he only spawns at night also. So it's best to grab this guy also as soon as you finish with Gable. Because he's right down the, he's really close to Gable on the map. Our next sprite is here on the beach. If I'm not mistaken, this sprite is called Cub. And all you have to do is turn these statues to look at the center one. And once you do that, the center one will raise up and the sprite is going to be there. So you're going to grab him. And after you unlock Cub, or after you grab him, head out to the village that's along the beach. It's the Bakers Guild, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the actual name of each village, but you're going to head there, and that's where your next sprite, Pitcher, is going to be located. Pitcher is going to be inside of a pot right here as soon as you enter the village. So after you grab Pitcher, you're going to walk over here to the lady and get her. You're going to walk over here to this person and get her and do her task. Once you do her task, she's going to, turn into Pouch. So after Pouch, we're going to go up to the top of the map. Well, in the area with the pink trees right here. And there's going to be a guy. He's going to want you to to catch some fish for him right here. So you don't have to go far to catch the fish because there's a body of water right next to him. You can fish right here in this river and get the 5 dip fish. If I'm not mistaken, that's what he needed, was dip fish. So you're going to fish for the 5 and then return them back to the guy, and he's going to turn into a sprite. I'm not going to show me catching 5 fish, but you can get the dip fish from this river right here. So I'm actually going to cut the footage a little bit and get to this guy after we get the dip fish. And he's going to turn into a sprite after this. So while you're over this way, it would be good to go around the corner and fix this shrine. The shrine requires you to have, if I'm not mistaken, vines and stuff that you can craft with the stuff that's in the area. Once you acquire that, then you can fix the shrine and it will unlock the next sprite. So after Sprite, I'm sorry. So here we are in the mountain area. showing you on the map where we are, and this sprite is pretty easy to find. He's out in the open. And the next sprite is right down the road or right down the pathway from him. Crete. If I'm not mistaken, that's who we're about to get now. After Crete, we are about to be moving to Willem. He's located up here on the map. Willem is pretty easy to find. He's out in the open. Once you get to the brewery, you can see him down there around that little corner. The next one that we will be getting is Drake. Drake is outside of the brewery, but what you have to do is you're gonna have to go to the. There's no way to get to Drake unless you go up this pathway and cross over up where I just showed you. That is a bridge to get to the other side of the city roof. So again, this character or the jumping skills on these characters are not that great, and the reason why is they don't want you to be able to access areas. You have to find different ways. So that's where we just crossed under. So we're going to use it as a bridge and go over and up, and then down, and then around, and then you're going to see a chest. And after that, once you open up the chest, that should open up Drake. So our next sprite that we will be looking at now is over on the other side of the map. Once you fix the docks, this sprite does require you to have sunglasses. So the easiest way to get sunglasses on here is from the merchant in the fabric area in the fabric town. If you go visit him 3 times and buy 3 pairs of sunglasses, you don't have to even bother constructing them. So that's how you unlock this sprite. Our next sprite is in this area along the. You have to go through a long cave to get to the other side of this island, and then once you go through the city part, you're gonna keep going out towards the beach, and head to your right, and take this all the way down, and you will see a rock just hanging. Once you break here it is on the map, but once you break this rock, this will unlock shore. So right now we're doing the mission. And this is part of the story. And this is how you have to, once you get this mission unlocked, um, you're going to follow these things over to open up a door, and that's going to unlock our next sprite. So, you guys, the last few sprites are story driven. As you can see, you have to proceed through, during the story in order to unlock these last two. So, right here, um, this is the other sprite that you have to get while you're on a mission. You have to talk to this lady here up in the mountains, in the mountain village, and you have to get a key from her. Once you get this key, you will have access to the door in the city. It's a huge door. You cannot miss it. Once you go through that door, you go down, you follow the path all the way around, and you'll find your last. You'll find the sprite in there. I think this sprite's name is Mian. Or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Mian or Mayan. I don't know. Okay, so after you collect Mayan, by that time your other sprite should be done with the moths. And once the moths finish, that's why I did it like this, because I don't like just sitting around watching the day go from night. They said come back in 2 nights. I didn't have time for that. So by the time you're done with that, you can come back here and get your last sprite. Um, Again, this is story driven. You cannot miss these few at the end. If you do the story, you will unlock these. So you're gonna come here to a cutscene, and after that, you'll be able to collect your final sprite. I hope this helped you. And that was all 26 sprite locations for Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.